Moving on, number 2. State 2 methods that can be used to prevent members of the public from having physical access to stored information. Physical access. They could use a lock and key, or they could use a safe, or they could use a security guard, or they could have a dog. All right, yeah, that should be enough, right? 2. So that's physical access control. Next one, suggest 2 software methods that could be used to prevent unauthorized staff from accessing sensitive data on a network. You could have a firewall. You could have a encryption, or you could have a password. Firewall, encryption, password. Yeah, I think that's it. Or on the physical, you could put in biometric. Even though biometric is both software and hardware, but it's more hardware than software, so yeah. If we list all the answers, will we still get it correct? Yeah, you get it correct. This is state. Once you say state is 1 line. 1 word, no questions asked, that's all. Yeah, that's good. So any 2 there should work. You should be good. Alright, state 2 is in which the integrity of data can be destroyed. State 2 is in which the integrity of data can be destroyed. Deletion of files, a fire, a virus, hackers. Like, you have all kind of thing that you could use here. Deletion of files, fire, virus, hackers. You could put worms. You could put yeah, you could put upset employees. Yeah. I don't know exactly what they will accept here, but yeah. Stick with the first few that I put, right? Deletion of files, fire, virus, or flood / water damage. Yeah, stuff like that, right? So the integrity of data could be destroyed by you mashing it up, basically. So any natural disaster or human with ill intent, that should be good enough there. Right? You can't just put like natural disaster alone. You have to state one of the natural disasters, because more than likely looking for a clear explanation. A Trojan doesn't really destroy the data. A Trojan really just opens up the door for other things to destroy. The things that really destroy data will be viruses and wounds. Trojans just act as vehicles most of the time, so you can't really say a Trojan will destroy the integrity of the data, because it's just the car, it's just the getaway car to get in. So part D. Alright, so now they have a database question. How is pronounced this name? Syndra? Alright, so Syndra created a web-enabled database application to allow our friends from the university enter their own data from our webpage. The database consists of the following 2 tables: contacts and degrees. Data entered in the gender field must be M or F. Right. Okay, cool. Thanks. This is the database. We have information about the contacts, and then we have information about the degrees that they could do. Okay. Identify the most appropriate field types for each of the following fields: birth date, date/time, Married. Married is yes or no. So it could be Boolean. But I have a feeling that they accept text too. Degree is a number, so number. Gender is, they specifically said that gender is male or female, so it could be Boolean. Or they'll take text too, right? I believe that they should take text, as far as I know. But if you don't, if you put text, they will most likely give you it still. Because you can put it as a text field and set a validation rule. That will only be two possible inputs. So yeah. Alright, state what is meant by the term primary key in a database table. Primary key is a field that contains unique values that identify records. Only one record. Right, so a primary key is a field that contains a unique value that identifies one record in the table, right? Was that key done? These will be posted after. Nah, this will get posted. This is a bonus for tonight. The stuff that we did on networking, that going in the app, this stuff here that we're doing, probably by midweek, this will get posted on YouTube. And but after it get cut down and nap and all that kind of thing. Johan, if you say is a unique identifier that cannot be duplicated, you're basically saying the same thing. When you say it's a unique identifier, unique means cannot be duplicated. So you can't say cannot be duplicated and unique in the same sentence. So they didn't just ask you what is a primary key, they asked you what's a primary key in a database table. So you have to say, okay, that is a unique identifier that identifies one record. So you have to show that you understand a database table has a record in it. Right? That's where the 2 marks were coming from. So you had to be a little more specific, right? Right, identify 2 primary keys from the database tables. The primary key in this table here would be ID for sure, and this one here will be degree code. Both of them can't be duplicated. Yeah, so ID and degree code. ID and degree code. I have no idea why they gave you 4 lines to write this when they wanted to identify 2 primary keys. I don't know if you had to write it in a, well, sorry. They don't want you to write it in a sentence. They basically just want you to have the correct answer there. So just write the correct answer. You don't have to write, the 2 primary keys are ID and degree code. No, the examiner isn't really about that life. To the person that asks if you could put yes or no, yes. I think they will accept that too. Yes/no. For married. But for the gender, you really wouldn't get yes or no. Because I think in Access, they have yes or no as an option that you could choose. But Boolean is the correct answer. So use that all the time. Because the yes or no, they might fight down that and tell you, nah, that's not the correct term and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, the child didn't display competency. And yeah, CSEC like to use the word competency all the time. So you may want to just watch out for that. Outline the role of the foreign key in the database table. Alright, the foreign key provides a field that has the same data as a primary key in another table so they can have a relationship. Right? The foreign key is, let's see if I can explain that real quickly. Right, so the ID in here, the primary key here is degree code. So degree code will relate to this field here called degree. So the primary key is degree code and the foreign key will be degree on this side. So that means these 2 tables could relate to each other. So that means you could check a child's name and see which degree they match up to. based on the number that they have inside here. So that's what primary keys and foreign keys are for. But of course, if you don't know that, check my YouTube channel, look for databases, or you could find it very easily inside the app because the app has everything kind of laid out in categories, and you could find all the Microsoft Access videos inside there that explain everything about databases that you need to know, like for real. Alright, identify the fields from the database mentioned in page 9 that can be used to establish the following foreign keys: contacts and degrees. The fields from the tables mentioned in page 9 that can be used to establish each of the following foreign keys: contacts. They basically want us to study with degree and degree code. Okay. So in the contacts table, we'll put degree, and in degrees, we'll put degree code. Yeah, I could see some students messing this up. I could see some students messing this up real bad. And you come out saying to yourself, yeah boy, that exam was real easy boy. When this whole question here from part 1 you don't get correct. From part 2, yeah, you got that correct, yeah. From part 3, 4, and 5, 2, 4, 6 marks going down the drain, and you come out the exam telling yourself, yeah boy, I get through. And then you get your mark in IT and you see you get a 2.
What we are doing is trying to stave off a calamity.
I pulled aside and I literally, a tear came to my eye. It did.
Yeah, these are the kind of questions students get tripped up on. So understanding how the relationships work in a database, you should have paid attention to that in class. Again, if you didn't pay attention, crash course. You can check it out, makeITsimpleTT.com/crash course. I explain everything about databases inside there. Facts. Alright, describe the relationship established between the two of them. It is a one-to-many relationship. So 1 degree code could match to many degrees. So 1 degree code matches to many degrees. Right, so once you say 1 to many, I believe that will be the 1 mark, and then I gather because it said describe, you should put some sort of explanation about how the degree code thing works. That seems about right. Alright, yeah, so this second question here, if I were to say that there was a question that would give children trouble, I believe this question here. From part D down, it's like part A is straightforward with the lock and key and the firewall, encryption, password and whatnot. You'll like yourself there. But you see this database question here? A lot of students don't really understand the inner workings of database. The only thing you know about database is that you did it for your SPA and you get full marks, but you really follow a tutorial on YouTube from a guy named Mr. Charles from makeITsimpleTT, and you didn't really understand how databases work. So because you didn't understand how databases work, you might want to take a crash course. Alright, it's that time of the year again where it's time for crash courses, because you spent your whole year fighting up with school, not being able to go to school when you want to, always worrying about COVID, all kind of issues. So I have all the CSEC IT, CAPE IT and CAPE Computer Science crash courses that you need. I'll be able to give you the whole syllabus in one quick dose to be able to get you over the hump. So here's how the crash courses will be going this year. So for all the crash courses, we have 3 different levels that you could choose from this year. Level 1 is video only. That's just a video that'll be about 6 to 8 hours long that covers the entire syllabus going through in a kind of like a speed run, explaining every single thing, but not explaining every single thing, if you understand what I mean. Level 2 is a video and a class in April where you get to ask me anything about the syllabus. So you'll get the video in advance, you could watch it about 2 to 3 days before, and then you come to that class and then you ask whatever question you need to ask. And the third one is you get the video, you get that class, and you get access to our WhatsApp group directly to be able to ask me questions at any point in time whenever you're doing any past paper, whenever you're studying any work. And that's how the crash course is going to run this year. So the crash courses will be CSEC IT, CAPE IT Unit 1, CAPE IT Unit 2, CAPE Computer Science Unit 1, and CAPE Computer Science Unit 2. Those are the days. Each one runs from 9 to 12. That's if you take the class option, you will be able to come into that class and ask any question about the syllabus. And of course, you will get the video a few days in advance where you can watch through the whole thing. So what are the costs? Well, for all crash courses, CSEC and CAPE, Basic, which is the video alone, will be $150. $200 will be for the standard, and the Pro will be $250, which is the video, the class, and the WhatsApp group to ask questions at any point in time. So how do you register? You have to makeITsimpleTT.com/crash course, and you will be able to see all the courses that are available. You choose the one you want, you register, go through the payment, and then you will be given the video. Once you're given the video, you will be able to watch it at any point in time. Of course, if you register for the other ones, you'll be given the video and you'll be given the timetable of when your class is going to be. You'll be added to a Google Classroom. And if it's a Pro, you'll be given the video, you'll be given the class, and your phone number will be added to our WhatsApp group. So that's makeITsimpleTT crash courses. So I look forward to seeing you all. April, everything is going to be launched, so you can register from now, which is from March, for them. And you might just get the video before the end of March. And just in case you're wondering, these crash courses cover the new syllabuses. So the new syllabus for IT CSEC that launched a few years ago, the new syllabus for CAPE IT, and the new syllabus for ComSci. All the new stuff, all the things that they put into the syllabus that may not be always clearly explained, or the current textbooks don't have it, these crash courses have it. makeITsimpleTT.com/crash course. So I'll see you all there.